think that's been one of the neatest things that I've experienced. I've met a lot of really wonderful people through the FPD sports, especially football, and I've gotten to know more of them this year. And this has been a tough year for us because Daniel got injured preseason, and he was going to be a starter, and this was his 3rd year, and he's had to work really hard to get to that point. So when that happened, everything just kind of imploded. But he's really worked hard, and he has persevered, and I think times when I would have just quit probably, and I admire his determination and to stick with it, and I think that says a lot to the FPD football program, is the fact that he wanted to stick it out, he wanted to be a part, he was determined, I'm going to come back, and I'm just so excited that senior night he is going to get the start. He's finally gotten back to that point, but I think there's been so many neat people that I've been able to talk to during this frustrating time as a mom, and I think that's what these ladies have been, just people who can sympathize with you and empathize with you and share, you know, your hurts and your excitements and frustrations and that kind of thing. And I think that's been the most rewarding part for me, is just meeting fellow Christian women.
I had something similar with Corey too. He got hurt, and I cannot tell you how much it meant for us to get all kind of candies. The house was full of candies. Every mother, you know, was sending in candies, encouraging emails to him and email to us as parents, trying to encourage us and, you know, give us hope that, you know, maybe at the end of the season he may play, but if whatever it happens, we are here for you. And that makes such an impact.
And it kind of, the senior year, it all kind of culminates. I mean, you see people, if your boy's been playing for quite a while, you see people and you wave and speak to them, but then in the senior year, you kind of get to know people more. Like this experience, as much as most of us dreaded it to a certain degree, we had fun. We really
also, in a sense, we're moms to the whole team. Because you come home and you might have 6, 8, 10 boys downstairs, you know, having pizza and Coke, and it's that way at my house, and I know it's that way at all these others. So our family is larger.
And that's wonderful, getting to know the boys too, the boys, the friends of your son.
That kid is fixing to graduate too, not just my son, but your son. And yeah, there's a real bond, you know, especially here at the school, where most of the children have grown up together, you know.
Having the boys around, like Karen said. I mean, I have a house full, a lot of it, and just having the boys around is you just miss them. You're gonna miss them.
To me, one of the neatest things is to watch these boys interact with each other.
Yeah.
This group, and I hope all the groups are the same, they truly care about each other and they truly love each other. And to me, that has been awesome to see them reach outside themselves to interact and to bond and connect with all these other boys. Nick feels like these boys are family. And when they're hurt, you know, they check on each other the next day, and they text and they email, and, you know, what did the doctor say and whatever, and they go visit each other when they've got an injury or have had surgery. And to me, that is just awesome. And it's I'm going to miss watching the camaraderie that they have shared.
I'm going to miss dinners and parents volunteering to help with everything.
Side of football, you know, they have, you know, they go and do dinners together. They go and hunt. You know, this past weekend they went hunting. Some of them went hunting together, and you know, the big Hannah Montana thing, where they would get together and watch reruns of Hannah Montana, and, you know, just things like that.
They what?
It's just so fun to see them have friends.
And to touch on also what Lori said about, they're such a good group of boys, and they support each other, and I don't think there's any negative peer pressure. So to have them, we know they're going to college or, you know, starting on a new journey next year, and they're not going to have that good group of positive boys. That's kind of scary. I mean,
I'm sure it's the same with everybody too. I've watched mine, and I can tell he realizes it's coming to an end, and it's time to really make the most of it.
They're going to miss each other. And,
they're such a close group, and I just love that. I mean, Ryan one day told me he got 78 text messages or something in one day. I mean, it was just incredible.
Those are girls, Jane.
Not all of them. Not that many girls in the school. But I think that affects their playing on the football field. I think that has just really helped this group just play as a team, and just that's been kind of neat. It's, you know, what happens off the field affects what happens on the field, and I think we've seen that this season.
And every now and then you can still get just a glimpse of the little boy, and that's so fun because they're still in the same surroundings. And you know, I don't know about some of them, but they're back playing Pokemon. If I had every dollar I had ever spent on Pokemon cards, and they're back to that. And so even as they're growing up, they'll still always be our little boys, and still to be able to see that from time to time is wonderful.
I think the greatest thing for them as young men is that, you know, so often in sports, you know, the emphasis is put on the play and the game and all that. And so much emphasis in this program is on their character. And they made a decision at the first of the year that they were going to live up as best of their ability with the Lord's help to the goals that Greg and the rest of the coaching staff put before them. And they made a commitment to one another to do that. They made a commitment to their team to do that. And they made a commitment to the Lord to do that. And that's huge. And my prayer, and I know all of our prayers as a mom, is that won't leave them when they leave this locker room for the last night, but that will go with them for the rest of their life.
You know, you might be a great baseball player, but it'll probably end at high school. You may be a great football player, and that'll probably end at high school, maybe college. But if you've got great character, that takes you forever. If you've got that great enthusiasm, that takes you forever. That doesn't stop at high school, and that doesn't stop at college. That's the one thing you can take with you. You know, if you can hit a ball, that's going to end. If you can catch a ball, it's going to end. But, you know, character is going to go with you through life. Okay. JT.
Mark. Evan.
Jack. Nathan.
James.
Corey.
Ryan.
Nicholas. David.
Taylor.
Taylor Budd.
Daniel.
Cal.
Hunter. Bobby.
Tyler.
Ladies, are you proud to be a Viking?